All right, people, we are back for a weekly challenge. We're going to do it a little differently this week. I've been bouncing around a little bit, so I didn't have a chance to do the weekend tournament or Monday's game, but I'm back, and that means we're going to do a special 4-day challenge. We're going to play in an ACBL instant tournament, a 12-board one. So we'll play 3 boards a day for 4 days. We've done this before. And we're back at it again, and we're looking at board 1 where it goes pass a heart to us, and we have the most normal 2-club overcall. A very nice 6-card suit, and now it goes 2 spades, pass 3 spades. Yuck. I'm still going to bid. I might even bid 5 clubs. Let's see what happens. All right, so what are our losers if we play 5 clubs? Well, let's go total worst case, right? And this is how we're going to figure it out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losers. And that is playing at the 5 level. That would be down 4. Right? We'd have 2 tricks. And then down 4, that's 1, 3, 5, 800. Even down 3, take away one of these losers. That is still 1, 3, 5. That doubled, right? We're not gonna play 5 clubs undoubled. So in this case, even just down 3 is more than they can make in their 4-spade game because they're not vulnerable, which means they're going to make 420, 450, whatever when they play this. I don't expect to beat 4 spades. Most of my tricks are in clubs, but my hand competing to the 5 level would open us up to a worse minus score, and we can't let that happen. So we just let it go, and this is what we're thinking about. If my opponents were vulnerable, right, the math changes a little bit, right? So in that situation, if they're vulnerable, they rate to take 620, and now I can still go down 3 and get a better score. But here, not happening. I'm going to win the 10, show of strength. This is interesting. We could really go for broke and play a club and hope partner's roughing, and then they can get back to us with a diamond and we can do it again. I don't think that's happening, though. This is a spot where partners played the 8. This is likely a doubleton at best. We could hope, though. The one thing I'm super worried about is that heart suit. They don't really have an entry to the dummy, I suppose, but if they just have, well, no, they have to have 2 hearts in their hand, right? If they have 2 hearts in their hand, they still have to guess the heart position, and they won't necessarily have an entry to dummy. I'm just going to play the ace of clubs. I'm going to roll the dice here and expect this to either cash, which it did. And now partner's out of clubs. I'm going to play the king of clubs. Let's go. Maybe we get a little extra uppercut here. Here we go again. Queen of clubs. No. But we don't mind when they waste those high honors over there. If we had a better spade in our hand, let's say the 10, for instance, we would have cleaned up on this one. But here, we found a pathway to down 1, and we took it. Very nice. They haven't even played hearts yet, so we can expect to concede on this one. Oh, my God. They just had a bunch of diamonds over there. Did they have a heart void? No way. Wow, what a terrible misfit they had. Take a look, folks. This is a lesson for you. This is what a misfit does, right? When you're void in partner's suit, right? Look at that. Those cards are essentially worthless on this hand. Completely worthless, right? They cannot get to them in time for them to be worthwhile because we get both of our clubs, a diamond and a club rough on this hand. And partner does get an uppercut. An uppercut happens when we get to lead through declare and their choice, no matter what they do. And in this case, declare wasn't even roughing, right? So they had 3 clubs, but even if they only had 2, now North gets the benefit of playing after that player and getting that queen of spades established. So good start. Lots of company on this one also. Let's see other tables. There we go. Good job, people. If you let them make it, better luck next time. But defense is a huge part of the game. In fact, it's the most important part of the play. You're doing it twice as often as declaring. So good to focus on from time to time. Here we are, folks. This is one of the very, very few times that we will open one diamond, with 3 of them. And it's specifically this case where we're 4-4 in the majors and we are passing 2 diamonds, folks. I want you to recognize some very important details here. We know that our partner has some sort of diamond raise, usually 4 cards or more. We also know partner does not have 4 spades. right? We also know that this is about 6 to 9 that partner's showing. If they had a better raise, they would have Q-bid by bidding 2 hearts. So we're ready to let this go, and we're going to play 2 diamonds. Let's hope partner has 5. Oh, no, they have 4. Okay. But this is sometimes going to happen. We're playing what we call a Moisian fit, a 4-3 fit. Good lead. By the way, folks, this is why we don't lead an ace usually against a suit contract, or really against any contract without the king behind it, because of this, right? We're getting 2 club tricks now for sure, right? We are getting 2 clubs no matter what happens, because they've set up a club for us by just leading the ace, right? They've not forced us to use one of our honors to create a trick for ourselves, right? Usually we would have to waste the queen or the king to create a trick. Here they've created them for us just by leading that honor. Now, maybe the clubs are just bizarrely shaped and they get a ruff here, but that's not usually what we're expecting. That's amazing. That means righty has 7 clubs, folks. Let's think about it, right? We had 3 in dummy, 2 in our hand. That's 5. They had 1. That's 6. Uh-oh, that's 7 clubs to our right. So that means diamonds are probably not breaking too well either. Hearts, we can tell. Okay, hearts are 5 and 1. We knew that. That was an overcall, so they're going to get a little cross roughage here. Okay, cashing the ace of spades. We're not going to make this one, but the good thing is we didn't do anything weird on this hand. We're going to rough high. We have all tricks, and now we're going to draw trump, right? We've seen lots of this happening. There it is, drawing trump. The rest are ours. Okay, only down 1, thank goodness. For 42.9, what happened on this one? I would guess most of us did the same thing. And then we had a few outliers. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So passing is weird with your 12 count. That can't be right. And then, okay, opening a heart could do some weird stuff for you. Opening a club is interesting. You get to defend 1 no trump now, and that ends up being an amazing score for you. But here, I mean, we went normal and we were punished for it. I'm not upset about that. I am very happy to be with all of these people, folks. That's the field, right? These people up here are the outliers. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to be up there sometimes too, kind of out on my own. This is not a time to be doing that. I'm very happy to get 42.9%. What you want to avoid in these situations score-wise, you want to avoid the zeros, where you want to avoid the disasters. If I get 42.9 on many boards, I can still win by a mile, right? If I get a couple zeros, though, if I'm in this area, in this outlier area, and it goes badly for me, especially here, right? You've done nothing. You've kind of given up and rolled the dice, right? You totally left it out of your control and you got rewarded. It could just as easily be 17.9% the other way, right? So here, I'm super happy to be with the field, and it's important to recognize that part of the scoring structure, right? All right, let's see. Ooh, this is 19, I believe. I like to upgrade by 1 point in these tournaments. I just do it I just do it always. This is so weird. They're just showing some minor suits. I'm going to bid 4-0 because I just kind of want to sign off in no trump. Oh, my God. Okay, well, I have pretty good clubs, so let's see what happens. All right, this is not bad. All right, let's take a moment here. So we're out there on this one, right? What I just talked about, we were out on a limb because I've opened my flat 19 count 2-0. So it's very important we're successful. If we're unsuccessful, we get one of those zeros I was talking about, which it's an appropriate time to be discussing these things, I suppose. Here's what I'm assuming on this lead. Number 1. I don't think the queen is there, right? Versus a slam contract, I'm not expecting them to lead away from any of these honors usually. So in this situation, I expect the queen to be in my west player's hand, and I'm going to try to rough that out to create a trick later. So I'm going to play low from dummy. I'm not going to waste the jack. Okay, that 9 is not the worst sign. Now I'm going to draw trump, folks. If I needed to trump in the shorthand, this south hand over here, I could do that first. Oh, man. Trumps are 4-0. Okay, that's not the best sign. That means diamonds might rough out still. All right, so we're still going to draw trump. We have no other course here. Here we go. They pitched a diamond to my left also. It's kind of interesting. And we're going to have to get spades right for sure. So this is interesting. There's the king of diamonds. There we go. Queen. Nope. Queen? Nope. Okay. So that didn't go well for us. Now we play a spade. All right, that's not the worst. What's going to happen now? Here comes a spade. All right, we need time. This is such a brutal one. I don't expect the robot to give us this finesse here in a normal circumstance. Like if they had the queen of spades in their hand, they would never lead this spade because it just gives us an opportunity finesse. However, they could just be desperately afraid to lead a heart as well. What we know is that West was void in clubs, right? West did not have any clubs on this hand. They pitched a spade, they pitched a heart, they pitched a spade, they pitched a diamond. They had 5 diamonds. They had 0 clubs. They have some spades over there, right? I don't. What we can do here, if we play the jack of spades, folks, if we play the jack of spades right now and it wins, we're cold. We're gonna make it, right? If we play the king of spades, if the queen falls, we're gonna make it. I don't expect that to happen, but if they play low, which you expect them to do, we'll pitch a heart. And now what do? Well, we can play a diamond. They're going to cover with the queen, and then it'll go rough. And what will East do? Well, I don't know. I mean, whatever they do, they would kind of have to have the queen of spades for us to make it helpful at that point. God, that's torture. I don't know why they would ever play this card if they could just exit on this hand. So I'm going to assume they know what they're doing, and I'm going to play the king of spades. And I'm going to play this card, and okay, that's at least confirming suspicions here. And now heart to the ace, and now we pray. We know the spade's not good. We hope that they've pitched hearts enough in this way to do this, and the queen of spades was wrong for us. Okay, good. All right, and there's a 0, folks. There's a 0 ball. That's what happens when you go outside the realm of normal, right? Everyone else plays 3 no trump, and you play 6 clubs. Down 1, though. I mean, you gave it a good run, but that is what happens. I am very happy I get to show you my shame after it goes so well for others, and then I step out, obviously, in an egregious way. I do have a really flat 19, but I don't mind kind of overstretching in these spots because it can work well. Here, it just didn't, and luckily, at least double dummy style, I can't make this on any sort of normal lead. I think we gave it a good run, gave ourselves some chances, but unfortunately, no go on this one. So that's the way we're starting, folks. We're in 14th place. The good news is we have 9 boards left, right? So we have 3 days more of this. We will try to recover, but honestly, our score is going in a bad direction, but we have nowhere to go but up next. So we'll see this hand next. 1 spade, 3 diamonds by our right-hand opponent. Make your bid, folks. What would you do here? See if you're right tomorrow.